pitched and rolled on a 12-foot westerly swell. Waves broke over the rail. In the distance off the starboard bow, a jumble of low, craggy peaks appeared, and my pulse quickened at the sight. Those mountains heralded the approach of my Desideratum. We had arrived in Alaska. 5 days out of Gig Harbor, the Ocean Queen docked in Petersburg to take on fuel and water. I hopped over the gunwale, shouldered my heavy backpack, and walked down the pier in the rain. At a loss for what to do next, I took refuge under the eaves of the town library and sat on my load. Petersburg is a small town.
Hard to imagine we're going here just 2 days ago.
A tall, loose-limbed woman walked by and struck up a conversation. Her name was Kai, she said. Kai Sandberg. She was cheerful, outgoing, easy to talk to. I confessed my climbing plans to her, and to my relief she neither laughed nor acted as though they were particularly strange.
This whole thing
When
is
the
about
weather's
someone
clear,
else.
she simply offered, "You can see the Thumb from town. It's pretty. It's over there, right across Frederick Sound." I followed her outstretched arm, which gestured to the east at a low wall of clouds. Kai invited me home for dinner. Later I unrolled my sleeping bag on her floor. Long after she fell asleep, I lay awake in the next room, listening to her peaceful exhalations. I had convinced myself for many months that I didn't really mind the absence of intimacy in my life, the lack of real human connection. But the pleasure I'd felt in this woman's company, the ring of her laughter, the innocent touch of a hand on my arm, exposed my self-deceit and left me hollow and aching. Petersburg lies on an island. The Devil's Thumb is on the mainland, rising from a frozen bald known as the Stikine ice cap. Vast and labyrinthine,
weird to me.
the ice cap rides the spine of the boundary ranges like a carapace,
Really?
from which the long blue tongues
Obviously
of
that
numerous
must help,
glaciers
but they wouldn't
inch
have it
down
there.
toward the sea under the weight of the ages. To reach the foot of the mountain, I had to find a ride across 25 miles of salt water and then ski 30 miles up one of these glaciers, the Baird, a valley of ice that hadn't seen a human footprint, I was fairly certain, in many, many years. I shared a ride with some tree planters to the head of Thomas Bay, where I was put ashore on a gravel beach. The broad, rubble-strewn terminus of the glacier was visible a mile away. Half an hour later, I scrambled up its frozen snout and began the long plod to the Thumb. The ice was bare of snow and embedded with a coarse black grit that crunched beneath the steel points of my crampons. After 3 or 4 miles, I came to the snow line, and there exchanged crampons for skis. Putting the boards on my feet cut 15 pounds from the awful load on my back and made the going fast.